Guys, welcome to the calculation training video series. And I'm going to start this video by saying this particular calculation that we're about to talk about is probably the trickiest one you are going to come across in CeMAP 3. So what I don't want anybody that's watching this video to do is to watch this video and then think, okay, I didn't get it the first time round or the second or the third. What I'm going to proceed to do is spend the next 7 hours worth of study time for CeMAP 3 trying to wrap my head around this type of calculation, because that is not a good use of your time. You may get one question on this calculation in your exam. You may not. The way that it works is there's a couple of different papers that you can get on the day, and really it's just luck of the draw. So a lot of students don't get this calculation question, but it's worth including in the material just in case. And this is all to do with how to calculate somebody's maximum mortgage amount. And actually, in the scenario that I've given, there's also another calculation which is more common but much easier. So we'll do the both of them together. And if you guys want to refer to the PDF, you can download this in the e-learning platform. It should be directly underneath this video for you to access. But this is the one that we're going to be working off, which hopefully you guys can see. And it says how to calculate maximum mortgage amount. So in your CeMAP 3 exam, you can expect to get a question along the lines of, Lane and Zach are looking at taking out a mortgage with Chiltern Lending Group. The criteria is that the lender uses a mortgage rate of 5.9% to assess affordability, which works out at £6.46 per £1,000 per month. Their maximum mortgage repayments must be no more than their free disposable income. This is calculated as their net income minus any committed expenditure. Lane and Zach's free disposable income is £17.50 per month. How much can they borrow based on this lending criteria? Now, you'll notice that I've put more information than is necessary in this question, and that's because you are going to need to get used to this for your CeMAP 3. And we've got two bits of information that we're working off here. One of them is how the lender works out affordability, which is that £6.46 per £1,000 per month. And the other one is the fact that their mortgage payments have to be no more than 80% of their free disposable income. It goes on to explain how you calculate that, but for the purposes of this, you don't need to know how to calculate their free disposable income. You will be given the calculation in your case study for CeMAP 3. And what I mean by that is, if they ask for the free disposable income, they will tell you what the calculation is, and you just have to refer back to the case study to get that relevant information. But with this particular case study, you don't need to figure that out because it tells you what their free disposable income is. And there's a couple of different steps to this. So step one is to figure this top bit out here. What is 80% of their free disposable income? Because we know that that figure will be their maximum monthly mortgage payment. And once we've got their maximum monthly mortgage payment, we can figure out what their maximum overall mortgage payment could be over the term of the mortgage. So step one is to work out what 80% of their free disposable income is. And I would like everybody to grab a calculator, whether it's a physical one on your laptop, one on your phone. Please do the maths with me because that will really help. So we know that their free disposable income is £1,750. And all that we're going to do to get to 80% of that is take 20% off. Your calculator has a percentage button. Your calculator in your CeMAP exam will have a percentage button. So you're going to go for 1,750 minus 20%. And if you do that in your calculator, you should get a figure of £1,400. Now, the next step, once you've got that £1,400, is to divide this number by the figure that's provided by the lender, which is £6.46. So if we're looking at 1,400 divided by £6.46, the number on your calculator should be 216.71. Now, what this means in real terms and also complicated maths terms is that £1,400 corresponds to about 216.718 thousandths of a unit. You do not need to understand that for CeMAP. You'll never need to know this beyond CeMAP. For the purposes of your exam, all I want you to do, if you see this question and you get to a figure that looks roughly like this, is to times it by 1,000. Because actually what that will give us is their maximum mortgage amount. So we kind of got there with the first bit that we did. When we took £1,400, we divided it by 6.46. The answer that you have on your calculator is 216.71. That is actually their mortgage affordability, but let's bring it back up to the correct decimal space. When you times it by 1,000, the figure that you will get is £216,718. That is their maximum mortgage affordability based off the lender's criteria. So if you get to this stage here, which is really simple, the first bit of the calculation, you're actually already there with the answer. You just need to make sure that your decimal place is kind of in the right part, because this figure, 216.71, is the same as this figure here. And please remember, it's multiple choice. So as long as you've got the right numbers on your calculator, you will be able to recognize the right number in your exam as well. Like I said, guys, this is probably the most difficult calculation question that people find in CeMAP 3. Hopefully this video will help, but please don't spend too much time on it. Equally, if you've gone through this information and you've gone, Charlotte, I know a different way to do this calculation, amazing, that is great. Feel free to send it in to me. What I found is every time I teach somebody, everyone has a slightly different way of working. There's nothing wrong with that. So if you found a way that works better for you, stick with what works for you. Otherwise, this should hopefully help. And that's it. That's it done. I will catch you for the next one.